What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another one. It's been a little while since I've been out here on the river. Today I'm going to be catfishing. It's been a while since I've gotten out and done anything. I've been at work and stuff, so hopefully we can make today a good day. I'm out catfishing, and as you can see, no one's been here since I've been here last, because this is what I always do. Just got a fork right here. I got a little anchor stick I'll show you guys how to use. Probably asking yourself why I'm out catfishing this early, but this is a really good way to find some new duck holes. I haven't seen any ducks in this spot, but I've heard them quacking a little further down the river, so I know they're here. But I've known about this spot for a while. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get my pole all rigged up. I got some drumsticks that I cut up, and I put some garlic salt on them, or some garlic powder. And that usually works for me, but we'll see how it works today. See if the catfish are awake. Got me a little circle hook. Hope you guys can see this. You're on top of my head right now. Throw that in there. Using a 4/0 circle hook, that's what I really like. I think it's a 4/0 if I remember right. Just put it in there like that, but make sure your bait can swivel. Make sure your tip is exposed. Just throw it on out there. I got a Carolina rig going on. I'll show you guys how to do this in a little bit more in depth on a later video. But go ahead and get my line. There we go. Now, like I was saying earlier, this is how I like to put my sticks. So, fork, just like everybody else uses, but then I also got an anchor right there, if you guys can see that. So that way, if a fish starts to take my bait, I'm gonna have a harder time pulling that stick out. So, let's see if we catch something. Well, guys, I'm gonna leave my pole over there for a second. I'm gonna set up my ditty pole real quick. But I was talking to Joseph the other day, the guy that I took out on, it was the subscriber duck hunt, or first time sub. It was, I forget what the title of the video was, but anyway, he was the guy that was a first time duck hunter that I took him out. And we were talking about turkey hunting. And I was thinking, man, you know, there's a spot on the Rio Grande, and thinking I might want to try there. He goes, there's turkeys on the Rio Grande? And I said, oh yeah, there's elk, there's deer, there's mountain lions, I've seen bear shit. And he was like, really? And so I was walking. Did you look at that? Elk poop. There's some more right there. But ooh, and then here's some, looks like a deer or a calf elk. There's some tracks right there. So I'm here to tell you guys that there are indeed elk, deer. I've seen a mountain lion. He walked up on me one time, but that's a story for another day. But seen mountain lions, javelinas. Like I said, I've seen a big old pile of bear shit. It was actually during September teal. I was opening morning by myself, just walking out there, right in the middle of the trail. Big old pile of bear poop. And I was like, well, that's just great. My gun's over my shoulder, it's not loaded. That was a little bit scary. But like I was saying though, there is indeed animals like that on the Rio Grande. So don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I've seen them. There's a little mallard. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's right there. But I guess I might as well tell you guys now, or reword myself, because earlier I just walked up to my pole and hadn't really thought about what I was wanting to say, but now that I can get my words together, what I was trying to say earlier is the reason I'm out catfishing so early is half I'm just wanting to catch some fish. I'm not going to keep any of them, but the other half of the reason is If you wonder why I'm breathing so hard, I'm walking in sand right now. Not that fat, I promise. But the other reason is this is off-season duck hunting. So just because the season's over doesn't mean that I'm not thinking about next season. This is how I found a lot of my holes to go duck hunting in, is I'll come out, try to catch some fish, and then just like that duck I just saw, I'm gonna go, okay, that's stored up in my memory now. I saw a duck right there. He was sitting on the water. Ducks want to be there. And if you guys are a subscriber, you know that I preach sometimes ducks are gonna go where they want to go, and sometimes there's no reasoning for it. They just like a certain trait about it. Oh, there goes some more. 2 more. Okay. So it's in my memory. But getting close to this hole, I have to try to figure out. It's been a little while since I've been here. Yeah, I think this is it right here. This one might have a fish. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's got a fish on. Here we go, boys. Let me try to turn my camera. There we go. First catfish of the season. Here, there, can you guys see that? There we go. Now, like I said, I don't have a tripod, so you guys are gonna have to sit on my head. I'll try my best. Let me just see if I can. There we go. He ain't a bad little guy, but see how skinny he is? That's why I'm not keeping them, because right now they're still kind of in their winter phase, so they're not that fat. They haven't had a whole lot of grass and dead things to feed on quite yet, so they're just kind of hibernating. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this guy off, and I'll throw him back in the water. Hopefully you guys can see, but cool, man. I'm glad I caught one. I was getting a little worried I was going to get skunked. Okay, so I thought I'd show you guys how to hold this since he's already here. So I got my, let me go like that. So see how I have my hands under his fins like that? So those fins are what have the spikes on them, and that's what hurts people. A lot of people think it's their whiskers, but as you can see, I'm touching his whisker right there. That's not hurting me at all. What hurts is those fins. So as long as you get them, and they have a bone right behind their head, a big bone, it's a big old head bone. They got some powerful jaws. As long as you got a good hold of that, they're not gonna squirm. They're gonna, it seems like they kind of know, like, all right, this guy's got me. I'm not gonna thrash around too much. But yeah, man, I think that's my lesson about that for the day. So I'll go ahead and throw him back. There you go. All right, cool. He's pretty cold too, so they're pretty dormant right now, I think. So I'll go ahead and re-rig this guy and throw him back out. Cool thing about these poles and why you can kind of leave them is they're PVC, so whenever they start fighting, they're fighting against that and they're not going to pull your pole out. But I'll make a video on how to make one of those from scratch. And back out it goes. There we go. Make sure to get that guy loosened up. Let's see if I like that throw. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, I'll go check on my other pole. I don't think that other pole is doing so good, so I might move. But turn you guys back on when there's more action. All right, here's another path I know about, but before I step on it, I want you guys to see all this. You know what those are? I don't know if you can tell, but those are all elk tracks. They're all coming down here to get water. See, I don't know if that's a rub or not. It really doesn't look like a rub, but who knows what that is. And you just gotta crouch down a little bit. This right here, this is how you find all the good duck holes and all the good catfishing holes. Gotta go where people don't want to go. I found a couple sheds like this actually, going into a little tunnel like that. See that? You can see all their tracks. Yeah, this ain't a bad little hunting spot. I'll tell you what, if I didn't oh, check it out, there's some geese down there. I don't know if you can see them. They're right there, right at the edge of my pole. There's 2 of them. Huh, might have to remember that. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I might want to come check this place out. There's a little island over there. I like hunting on those islands. It's not too bad of a spot. Get out, getting a bite. Now these little channel cats, they'll just pick at it. That's all. I've caught one blue here. My whole life fishing on this stretch of the river, I've only caught one blue catfish. But these channel cats, they'll always just go dink, 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 dink. That's why I like using drumsticks from a chicken, because they can't pull that off the hook. They're gonna try, but they can't. So let's see if he comes back. You guys see that? I hope you guys saw that. There's some widgeons, 3 of them. They were just coming in like this, and they saw me standing here and they went shoo. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I know I keep on saying it, and I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me talk about it, but that's why I like catfishing right now, because the ducks are still here. They're still gonna be giving up where they want to be. So those widgeons, which is good, because those geese, I saw them right there, and those widgeons, they were looking like they were gonna land right in that little hole right there if I wasn't standing here. So keep it stored for next season. All right, let's see what the old diddy pole's got. Nothing. He's on there now. Dang it, man. He just had it in his mouth. Oh, okay. Well, looks like he's not that big a boy, so I'm gonna have to trim my bait up a little bit, I think. All right, got it cast back out. Man, I thought he had that. My rod was like, and usually the circle hook takes over the rest, but looked like the bait was just a little bit too big for him. But he'll be back, don't worry. But that's why I like using fresh chicken drumsticks. I almost said chicken thighs. Drumsticks is and not like rotted ones or ones that are, you know, covered up in maggots or, you know, whatever. In my opinion, they really don't do a whole lot of difference in my experience. I mean, some of you guys might have a different experience, but seeing like in a situation like that, I'm all right with just pulling out my everyday pocket knife and cutting it in half, because I know 2 or 3 hours ago it was sitting in the fridge, and then, you know, 2 days ago it was sitting in the grocery store, so it's not like it's a rotting piece of meat. So I'll go ahead and turn you guys back on if this little dude shows up. Might be showing up here soon. Got me a little catfish on my diddy pole. That other pole wasn't doing so good, so I figured I'd come and check this guy out. I went ahead and moved it, if you guys can't tell. This dude's looking like he's got some leeches on him. It's not a big deal. Man, he's blind in one eye. Let's see if I can get you guys to check him out. Check that out. Oop, come on, turn, buddy. He's blind in one eye. The other eye's fine. But I don't know, he's not looking too healthy. But he is skinny still. So, but doesn't matter. I'm gonna catch and release day anyway. Alright guys, so we got a little bit of a storm coming in. Looks like it might rain. So I think I'm gonna cut the video out here. Unless I catch a fish here in the next couple minutes, I'm gonna cut the video here. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's gonna be plenty of catfishing videos coming up soon. I thought I saw a duck. I still got duck hunting on the mind, guys. But like I was saying, if you enjoyed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you can stay up to date. If you haven't already, go follow me on Instagram. I'm not too active there. I'd like to be, but usually if I have a video idea rolling around in my head, I'll run it past on my Instagram story. So you could probably help decide my next video. But yeah, anyway, till I see you on the next one, guys. I'll see ya.